G'day guys, my name is Jaden, welcome back to my channel. I'm at Hong Kong International Airport. Today I'll be flying HK Express, a subsidiary of Cathay Pacific, a low-cost carrier, from Hong Kong to Kuala Lumpur Subang Airport, their secondary airport, which is closer to the city. Now without further ado, let's go to check-in. HK Express started flying between Hong Kong and KL Subang on the 1st of August 2025. It's currently the only airline flying between the two airports. I got an ultra-light ticket today. With that, I can't check in a suitcase or have a carry-on suitcase. Only carry-on items that can fit in underneath the seat in front of you. Despite all the restrictions, I did pay very little for the airfare. Only 88 Hong Kong dollars plus tax. With my mobile boarding pass, I could skip check-in here and head straight to immigration and security. But I still came here anyway to print out my paper boarding pass. I'm kinda thankful I haven't got a check-in suitcase, because the queue for check-in is quite long. Now with my paper boarding pass, I'm gonna go through security. Because I didn't check in with a person, at the boarding gate I would need to show up in person, show them my travel documents and my return ticket. Although HK Express is a subsidiary of Cathay Pacific, a member of the One World Alliance, the airline itself is not part of One World. At the end of the day, it's a low-cost carrier, so today I can't use my One World status for lounge access or priority boarding. Instead, I'll use my credit card to use the Plaza Premium. On the way there, we did some plane spotting. At Hong Kong Airport, there are several Plaza Premium lounges scattered around the terminal. Today I'll be using the regular Plaza Premium, located adjacent to Gate 35. It's a really tiny lounge, built around the windows downstairs. It kinda reminds me of the former Cathay Pacific lounge, located downstairs, called the Cabin. Because this lounge is built downstairs, along all the windows, you got amazing tarmac view, the Cathay Plains, and also the mountains of Lantau Island. Shower rooms are available. You'll need to register at the reception. But I didn't really have time for that, so I just got a dental kit and brushed my teeth in the bathroom. When it comes to food and beverages, it's not bad here. You've got a range of wines, spirits, and a variety of hot food. My favourite was the red Thai curry. Charging outlets are available throughout the lounge. You may also scan the QR code on the table for the a la carte menu. Pretty sure you can order soup noodles, but you'll need to download the Plaza Premium app. It was too annoying and I didn't have time for that, so I only had the buffet. Almost all HK Express flights depart from the midfield concourse. You'll need to take the people mover from the main terminal. Hong Kong Airlines, as well as low-cost carriers like Greater Bay Airlines and AirAsia, also depart from this building. Here's the aircraft today that'll bring us to KL Subang. A 5-year-old HK Express Airbus A320neo. Registration is Bravo Lima, Charlie Romeo. Today we were scheduled to fly on an Airbus A320-200, but due to the weather, that aircraft is stuck in Jeju. The flight to Hong Kong was delayed by 4 hours. This A320neo made it back from Ishigaki, Japan 2 hours late, but still early enough for our flight to KL. Thankfully, the airline did find something to substitute for our original aircraft. For KL Subang, it also means that it's the first time they receive an A320neo from HK Express. HK Express does offer priority boarding and check-in service, but you'll need to pay in advance. So I was denied boarding. I needed to show my boarding pass, my passport and my return ticket before I could proceed. Today I'm in 1A, sadly it's still economy. I paid 215 Hong Kong dollars, about £21, 30 USD, 40 Australian dollars for the first row. It's a little bit hefty, let's hope it's worth it. Welcome on board. Here's my seat today, 1A. Extra legroom seat, bulkhead. Because we're seated at the first row, Everything must go in the overhead locker bin. In terms of leg room, it's fantastic. I have my legs all the way out, they won't touch the bulkhead. I'm now going to introduce you to the rest of the seat features on board HK Express A320 Neo. So at the bulkhead row, you can't lift up any armrest. You'll find the tray table within this armrest. The tray table has a funny shape, not perfect for laptop. Your seat does recline, I'll show you that later, and there's no separate headrest.
Just few more documents, and paperwork will be on our way very soon. Our flight time for today expecting 3 hours and 15 minutes at a cruise altitude of 37,000 feet.
I actually can't believe we're going ahead to KL on time today. This morning, the black rain warning was on, people weren't going to work or school. You might recall a Cathay flight from LA to Hong Kong that had to divert to Taipei, and people sat on the plane for 29 hours. That was this morning. As of recording, those passengers were still stranded on that Cathay plane in Taipei. Moreover, the only road connecting my home and the airport was completely flooded in the morning, but thankfully it was cleared by the time I had to go. We're now going to taxi towards runway 25 center for takeoff. We're now airborne and I'll quickly show the in-flight menu located inside your seat pocket. If you pre-order online, you can enjoy discounts. A simple cup noodle would set you back 30 Hong Kong dollars, £3, $4.50 US or 6 Australian dollars. A hot rice dish or a mini burger meal would cost you 68 Hong Kong dollars, nearly £7, 13 Australian dollars or 9 USD. You can also purchase HK Express merchandise such as bag tag, airplane models and tote bags. Finally, of course, they sell drinks including Prosecco, coffee and tea. If you pre-order those online or manage my booking, you can enjoy up to 25% off. On board you can pay with credit cards, Visa, MasterCard and JCB as well as Octopus card. Before we took off at Hong Kong Airport, a cabin crew came to me to confirm my meal order. I have paid 58 Hong Kong dollars or £6, 12 Australian dollars or 8 USD for this mini chicken burger meal, which comes with chips and Haagen-Dazs ice cream. For those who have pre-ordered online, you'll receive your meal first, before the cabin crew push out the trolley to accept buy on board orders. I looked around the cabin, it looked like everybody was purchasing something. Throughout the flight, the neighbour sitting at the aisle seat had 3 bottles of Prosecco. Inside the mini burger we got some cheese, tomato sauce and a chicken patty. There was a packet of ketchup for your chips. Although they reheated the chips on board, it wasn't as soggy as I thought it would be. And now I'll give this burger a try. It tastes better than it looks. Finally for dessert, cookies and cream Haagen-Dazs ice cream, like the ones you'll receive on Cathay Economy class. It wasn't a big meal at all, I would have needed some snacks like French toast or fishball if I didn't eat in the lounge. It was a rather bumpy flight today. Right now the seatbelt sign is finally off. I'm gonna leave my seat to use the lavatory. So there's enough leg room here that my neighbours won't need to stand up for me when I walk past in front of them to get to the aisle. So this lavatory is located in the front galley, right behind the cockpit, slightly bigger than the ones on Boeing 737. So on HK Express you get hand soap but no body lotion or hand sanitizer. Kahook? There's toilet paper, facial tissue and paper towel. I just got back to my seat. I'm not gonna try out the recline. It's rather generous. The recline angle is bigger than I thought. Plus all that legroom in front of you, I think I made a good decision to pick row 1. I hope you're enjoying this video so far like my neighbour is enjoying her Prosecco and Hong Kong fish balls. Please leave a like, comment down below and share this video with your friends. And most importantly, don't forget to hit that subscribe and bell button. Every week I've got a new video so don't miss out. I've just enjoyed a little nap. I'm now watching a downloaded YouTube video. As expected, for the in-flight entertainment it's bring on board. There's no Wi-Fi on this aircraft, you can't purchase any plan.
Our experiences about the weather, so we're going to be single class now. And we are expecting landing at 8 p.m. local time in 15 minutes. In Kuala Lumpur now it's a temperature of 29 degrees with it's a cloudy weather over there with light rain and thunderstorms in the area. It was a pleasure having you on board today, and on behalf of HK Express and Airalo, we should like to stay in Kuala Lumpur. We hope to see you back with us again. Thank you, and have a good day.
We've started our descent into Subang Airport. I'll quickly conclude this trip report right here, right now. Our journey today started at Hong Kong Airport. I got my mobile boarding pass so I could head straight to security and immigration. But I went to the self-check-in anyway to print out a paper boarding pass. Because I checked in online without a person, I needed to show up at the boarding gate to present my boarding pass, my passport, and return ticket. Once on board, I found the legroom to be really adequate. When I reclined my seat mid-flight, it was a really comfortable product actually. I even managed to sleep a little. For the in-flight meal, it was a little bit pricey in my opinion and for Hong Kong standard, so definitely take advantage of pre-order or simply eat more before you depart. You're not allowed to bring your own food and drinks on board HK Express. So today I paid $508 for this flight plus tax, plus $58 for the in-flight meal and $215 for the first row. So actually it might be cheaper to fly with Malaysia Airlines, but the advantage of HK Express is that you're flying to Subang Airport rather than KLIA. If someone is picking you up or you're taking a Grab from Subang Airport to downtown, it's so much quicker. Also at Subang Airport, because it's so small, it's a much quicker walk to baggage claim and custom, and you'll make it to your hotel a lot faster. After landing, there'll be a vlog of Kuala Lumpur. So my conclusion ends here. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy the approach and landing into Subang Airport, and I'll see you later in the vlog. Like myself, a lot of travellers and RAM agents are taking videos and photos. Within 10 minutes, I got off the plane, went through immigration, walked straight through baggage claim and custom, and hopped onto my friend's car. For the next 2 nights, I'm staying at the Hilton Petaling Jaya, PJ. It was only a 15-minute drive from Subang Airport. My last day here was 3 years ago with my mum. It was a really old hotel desperate for renovation. In 2023, they finally renovated it. It's now really a nice hotel. They got all the coffee, tea, and espresso machine. There's also an executive lounge upstairs. When I last stayed here in 2022, I was saying to my mum, I'm not coming back again, it's so old. When I was taking a bath, the water was yellow. And then when I was researching for hotels in KL this year, I was like, oh, they did some renovation works. Even the swimming pool got bigger, so I gave it another chance. So far, I've been so impressed. Importantly, after the renovation, they haven't really jacked up the prices a lot. It's now 9:30 PM. We're gonna go out for supper. As you can see, we ate a lot. It was so satisfying. I can't wait for the nasi lemak tomorrow. Welcome to day 2. We're now going to go downstairs for free buffet breakfast. And here are all the condiments for your nasi lemak. After breakfast, I checked out the swimming pool. I was the only one here. Had a really nice swim and a few laps. The swimming pool became quite Instagrammable as well. I went up to the executive lounge before we headed out for the day. We're now gonna go out for breakfast number 2. You won't believe this, but I love nasi lemak so much, I'm having it twice today. And to go with that, I'm having a hot teh tarik, Malaysian milk tea. My friend and I are now driving to a shopping centre for coffee and shopping. I saw a Marks & Spencer, so I went in to compare the prices to Hong Kong. Everything is slightly cheaper here, but when you go down to the cafe, cookies for example are almost half price compared to Hong Kong. My dad loves eSIMs, so I went in to see how much the shampoo products are. It's actually cheaper in Hong Kong and much cheaper in Australia, so no need to buy it here. We just sat down at a cafe for a flat white. This is giving Changi Airport or Qatar Hamad Airport. There's a literal garden within the mall. I can't believe this, but they've got Harvey Norman in Malaysia. We just drove back to the hotel because I needed to get changed for dinner. So I've been to Malaysia many times, but I've never been up to the tower, so we're heading there now. We're looking at an airport that is no longer active, Sungai Basi Airport. It was replaced by Subang Airport, the one we just flew to, in 1965. And then Subang was replaced by KLIA in 1998. We just went to Pavilion Mall and we found the Uncle Roger restaurant. We sat down at the Cantonese restaurant opposite for some snacks. For dinner, I'm meeting my other friend at the EQ Hotel. We're having an espresso martini before we move next door for dinner. I just needed a bathroom break and the view is stunning. We just sat down for dinner, European cuisine, and the view is, oh my god, amazing.
We serve you the wine.
Yeah, we needed it to cool down. Thank you.
That deserves a photo.
And this olive oil produced from 100.
So that bottle of olive oil was extracted from a tree, 100 years old, and every year they only produce 500 bottles.
Why is that? Weather or?
Dinner was amazing. We finished it with a cup of coffee. I can't help but notice Cathay Pacific is a sponsor of the Michelin star chef, and I asked the waiter how did they sponsor. So basically, Cathay flew him from Spain to KL. After dinner, we checked out the bar outside. We're not having any more drinks, but we're just here to take some photos. And from here, I'm saying goodbye to my friend. I'm gonna take a taxi back to my hotel, Hilton PJ. Thanks so much for watching today. Hope you enjoyed the vlog and trip report. Don't forget to like, comment and share, and most importantly, don't forget to subscribe. A big thank you and shout out to each and every of my Patreon member for your contribution to my channel. and I'll see you next week. Bye.